Well, hello and welcome back to the Notre Dame Sim. My name is Ryan Ritter. You can call me ND Tex. And yes, we are doing the Sim once again for Extra Life. And we're going to come at it with a little bit of a twist. Not only am I not doing this super late at night, so for those of you watching this over on the VOD, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube or maybe even Facebook, you can catch this live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time is when we will try to kick things off. That is one change. The other change is that I'm doing something that I've had an idea for a while, finally figured out how to do it, and wanted to debut it here as we're changing things. So I always wanted to do a complete sim season, and by that I mean rankings change, records change, our playoffs are different, everything. And that also means I don't have to keep up with injuries, I don't have to keep up with what's going on in reality. We are gonna be wrapped in our own little world. So what does this mean for the sim? Well, this means that we're going to use whatever rankings and records happen in the sim. So for instance, for whatever reason, EA Sports, even though Notre Dame is preseason number 7 and both coaches and AP, they're number 8. So number 8 they are. Texas A&M is in the top 20. They're 24 in the game. All the injuries that happen in fall camp for either team never happened. Jabron Payne will be a part of the Irish, for instance, and any injury that happens within the Dynasty will stay within the Dynasty. If it happens in real life, it won't bleed over. Well, I wish I could have done it for the COVID year, but I couldn't really figure it out. So, look, now we're living, we're learning, figuring things out in a different way. So I'm very excited to do this with the new game. So some different things will change too. There's not going to be as many natural breaks throughout the game. It's going to be pretty bang, bang, bang. So forgive me as I get used to keeping up with the new pace. Tell you what, hold on a second. I forgot to turn the dang lights on. All right, yeah, it's so bright outside, I forgot I need lights because there's shadows all over the room, so I apologize for that. So that's what we're going to be working with. I went through and tested some things, and it's a little bit different, to say the least. But hey, it is what it is. I'll get used to it. I'm very excited to try this new thing, especially because we could go all the way crazy. I have coaching firing on. Virtual Marcus Freeman, and I did try to create something close to Marcus Freeman. None of the coaches are in College Football 25, so I kind of had to do my best, little deal here. Recruiting's going to be automatic. Coach progression's going to be automatic. So all of this, we're just going to let it run and see what happens. There'll be coaching carousels. Heck, maybe this even gives us something to do in the off season as well. So that is a whole lot of talking. Let's go ahead and get into this right now. The virtual college football season starts off over in Kyle Field with the Texas A&M Aggies coming in ranked number 24 in the nation. And there's the dog, the Corps Cadets, everything else. And Notre Dame will try. This is one of their toughest matchups that they have right now preseason between Texas A&M. Their other tough tests are Florida State and Louisville. But this one, a tough road game. And I believe, if I'm correct, this is the first time the Aggies and Notre Dame have tilted at a home and home. And now we will kick off. The Aggies win the toss, Notre Dame wins the toss. They'll kick. And this kick goes all the way to the goal line, taken out to the 15, stopped hit at the 17-yard line, and that's where the Aggies will take over. Yes, that's not Mike Elko. I have no idea who that is. And they're highlighting Ruben Owens, Connor Wegman, also the mobile quarterback threat for Texas A&M, one of their other impact players, and they'll start off in the pistol. Hand off to Owens. He takes it across the right side, and he is stopped after just barely getting a yard. Gonna call it no gain here. Ike Melko, yes, there we go. That'll work there. The 2nd and 10 for the Aggies. Another handoff. This one to the left side. Tackle broken. Cleaned up by Xavier Watts at the end. 5-yard gain for the Aggies. So they will try to stop from going 3 and out. Need to get to the ball to the 32-yard line, or 28 rather, excuse me. That pass is complete. Over off the left hash. About a 12-yard gain or so. Ball's now on the Aggie 39-yard line. Coming out with 4 wide. Owens in the backfield. No drop here. And thrown kind of in between 2 receivers. Falls harmlessly incomplete. Aggies will reset and try once again. This time's a quick out towards the sideline. That pass is complete. It's now 3rd and 4. 8 minutes just over to go in the first quarter. Wegman back in the shotgun. Shuffles around. This was picked off. And this could go all the way. That is going to be a pick 6. Notre Dame starts the season out with a pick 6. Jordan Clark jumps the route. And that loud field in College Station falls silent. Well, that's the way you want to start off. It's easy to start on the road, calm a violent atmosphere down. And even though this game's supposed to be at night, it's still really bright outside, I just noticed. But wow, that was a very accurate pass to the Irish by Connor Wegman. So I tell you what, I will love it if that is actually the way it starts for the Irish. So very good work there by the defense. Jeter will come out to kick the extra point. And that kick is up and good. So the Irish take an early 7-0 lead on the pick 6 with just under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. It is 7-0 lead. Jeter kicks this away, just gets to the end zone, brought out. Oh my dear Lord. Absolutely hammered before even crossing the 15. So the Aggies in a rough spot here, down 7, back deep in their own zone. Owens takes this one. He's got a lot of running room. Breaks a tackle, gets to the 30-yard line. Actually, he'll mark it at the 29. So the Aggies get their first explosive play, give themselves a bit of breathing room. And this will go to Owens again. He tries to go up the gut, stuffed by Kaiser. Aggies come out with 2 wide, 2 tight. It's another handoff to Owens, who cuts back up the middle. Filled in nicely by Xavier Watts was that hole, and it's now 3rd and 7 for the Aggies. Wegman will come under center for the first time all game. And he is dropping back to pass. Runs out of time and is sacked by Kaiser. So Notre Dame doesn't get a 3 and out. They only cough up 1 big play and immediately force the Aggies to punt. Very stout work by the defense. We'll get another look at that sack by Kaiser, who just straight up beats his man on the outside, and Wegman had nowhere to go. So the Aggies will kick this away from the 26. Definitely not the way they envisioned this game started for sure. And a fair catch by the Irish. They will start just inside their own 30. Well, here come the Irish with Duke transfer Riley Leonard taking over at quarterback. And we'll see what he and the Irish offense have in store this season, especially with that new offensive line starting out. But Riley will pass, and it goes off of a helmet. Just not flat, not paying attention there. That's a little rough. Chris Mitchell is the intended receiver. Riley will be back to pass again, tries to move, breaks a tackle, throws it, and it's complete. Throws it all the way across the field to Reardon. And Eli Reardon with a huge chunk play gets the Irish across midfield. Irish will push the pace, going no huddle. They'll stick with 4 wide. 3 to the left. Reardon and Wright are split to the outside as well. And that is complete. And we got a flag, though, on the play. It came late, so we'll see if it's on the tackle.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And that was indeed, I'm sorry, it was Mitchell Evans that was out right. I time warped and had Brock Wright out there. But that is a huge chunk gain after the 10-plus yard pass, 15-yard penalty. Irish are in the red zone. Riley back to pass. The Irish have not run it yet. This one is complete as well, as the Irish will keep pushing the pace. 2nd and 7. First hand up. No, it's a read option. And Riley takes that down. 3rd and 1. The Aggie faithful trying to get back into this, willing an absolute disaster from stopping. Too tight in. Play action. Riley throws, rear it on, and it is just short. And the Irish won't risk things here. They'll go ahead and kick the 26-yard field goal. Kick is up, but no good. Jeter yanks it over to the left, it looked like. Well, that replay doesn't show me anything. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, just completely pulls it over to the left. So a little bit of the yips. The Aggies dodge a huge bullet after giving up tons of chunk plays by the Irish. They will take over on their own 20-yard line. And this is a handoff to Owens, who tests the left side, has a lot of room across the 30, 35. It's just past the 40-yard line. Mark it at the 42. So the Aggies, that is their second huge chunk run, and they're going to try to push the advantage here on Notre Dame. Going no huddle, checking the sideline for the play. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Aggies trying to recover from a disastrous pick six. Ground game has been working, but Wegman will throw it across the middle. It is complete. And the Irish stop them, but not before they get past midfield. The ball inside the Irish 35. Wegman running his team up to the line once again. And a handoff to Owens. This is filled nicely, but the tackle's broken. And Jordan Mickey manages to make the stop. Just over 2 minutes left to go here. 2nd and 7, ball on the Irish 32. And another handoff. Oh, and a nice juke inside the 20, 15. Tackle's broken. And Owens again with a huge run. So that ground game has been working for the Aggies. And, doesn't work here as Le'Veon Moss enters the game and just gets plastered. So that's a loss of 3. And I think we had somebody jump as well.
False start, offense.
Well, the Aggies will back it up 5 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 18. You would think the home team's not the one to jump first. That was very Irish. Oh, Wegman, play action, across the middle, touchdown Aggies. And that is Cyrus Allen. He is a transfer himself, and he puts the Aggies on the board for the first TD of the season. And now they will go out to try to kick the extra point and tie it up. But a nice play action and just man coverage there. Cyrus able to easily get some room, break free. And now they're kicking for a tie. The kick is up and the kick is good. And that'll bring this crowd back into it. Aggies and Irish tied at 7 with just over a minute to go in the first. And this will be returned by the Irish, coming across the 20, across the 25. And that is going to be marked at the 29-yard line, so a nice return there for Notre Dame. And we got a handoff here to Love. He cuts over to the left and cuts back inside, gets 8 yards. So the Irish will only have about 1 or 2 more plays left here in the first quarter. Another handoff to Love. This one's going to have a lot of pullers. He's got a lot of room. He goes across midfield to the 40. Across the 45. Gets marked at the 42. Notre Dame's going to try to rush the line, get one more play in. They're still in the pistol. 2 tight end. They'll change the play, bring everybody in bunch close. And that is another good, huge run. Love spins and has almost a first down, so a 9-yard gain will end the first quarter as the Irish encroach onto the 32-yard line of the Aggies. So after 1 quarter, the score is tied 7-7. The big story right now is that pick 6 for the Irish, a missed field goal, and a couple of well-timed runs by A&M and cashing in on a play action. And Notre Dame will see if they can get the lead here. Read option. Honestly, there was nowhere to go. Both the running back and Riley recovered well. That's a drop for a yard. So the Irish will have 3rd and 2 Handoff to Love, who goes forward and has a pretty decent gain. Look, about 5 yards there. That pushes the ball across to the 28-yard line. Riley will hand off. This is Price now in the backfield. He gets a yard after he tries to catch a corner on the right side. Can't really find the edge. Notre Dame, 2 tight ends over on the left side. Handoff, run goes a counter towards that side. Love breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle at the 20 and finally falls down across the line to gain. So Notre Dame responding with a tough running game of their own right now, seeing if they can take the soul of the Aggies on this drive. Play action, thrown short, but that is complete. 6-yard gain. Notre Dame trying to actually punch this one in and not have to depend on a short field goal this time around. And play action once again. Throws to the end zone, and we have a touchdown, Irish. Well, the first touchdown of the season is big Mitchell Evans, who got the pass earlier as well. And Notre Dame quiets the crowd once again, this time on the offensive side of the ball. Jeter will come out to try to shake whatever kind of nerves he had to go up 14-7. Take another look at the play here. Just a simple concept. Notre Dame created a lot of space there, and that's a linebacker on Mitchell Evans. He'll win that battle just about every single time. And the extra point from Jeter is good. Oh, that was a little bit of a delayed sign. That was scary. So Notre Dame goes back up by 7, 14-7, early in the second quarter. This kickoff is returned, and once again, the kickoff coverage. Notre Dame has not let them pass the 20. So 1st and 10 for Connor Wegman and company. And he will hand off once again. Owens breaks a tackle in the backfield, but gets stopped by Ben Morrison after a 3-yard gain. Notre Dame really loading the box here. It's a play action. Throws across the middle and jarred loose after the hit by Benmo, but we'll see what the flag is for. Well, thankfully it is on the right side for the Irish, and they will go ahead and accept this penalty, dropping them half the distance to the goal. 2nd and 17 on the 9. Handoff here to Owens. Notre Dame filling gaps. Well, we got another flag on the play. This might be another hold. Well, the Aggies line playing some seriously undisciplined football as they are now in the shadow of their own end zone. And Connor Wegman will take the shotgun snap right at the goal line. Handoff. This is Moss. He goes forward for about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and forever for the Aggies. They come out 4 wide. Notre Dame dropping back full 7 here. 4-man rush. Gets to him. It's a fumble. And again, Kaiser couldn't get a hold of it. But we have a safety dance for the Irish. So the defense scoring 2 more points. A pick 6 and now a safety. Kaiser with his 2nd sack and just couldn't keep a handle on the football. So the Aggies kind of avoid a little bit of a disaster. Oh, this kick is messed up. Yep, that's going to be a penalty. So if it can go wrong for A&M, it is. The free kick goes out of bounds, and Notre Dame will take over on the 30-yard line. Oh, a 5-wide drink, the first 5 wide of the season. Riley has a lot of time, throws deep, and just off the hands there. That pass, I believe, was intended for Jaden Grayhouse. I'm not sure. Hard to see the number, but Love gets this handoff. That's easy to see. 7-yard gain. Third down, direct snap to Love. He spins forward, but is not able to get the first down. Stop just short. And for the first time today, Notre Dame will punt the football away. And this is a pretty decent kick. Gets to the 20. And once again, the special teams of Notre Dame not giving up a whole lot on any return. This is starting at the 24-yard line. And off to Owens. He tries to find room, but runs out of it. Only 1 yard before Notre Dame clamps down there. Wegman back in the shotgun, throws over the middle, hits. It goes in between two receivers. Wegman looking a little rattled right now. So that was 3rd and 9. Notre Dame comes out in the nickel, and they bring a blitz over the corner, and the interior gets him at another fumble by Wegman. This one scooped up by the offensive line. Well, the Irish defensive line absolutely giving those front 5 a fit. Riley Mills was the one that got in there for the strip. I mean, that wasn't even a strip. That was just a straight shot that jarred it loose. So the Irish will get this in real good field position, and they're going to be just short of midfield after that fair catch. Irish come out with one tight end, shotgun. Riley has a lot of time. Flag on the play, so this is complete, but we'll see what that penalty is.
Personal foul.
And roughing the passer. So again, if it could go wrong for the Aggies, it is. And now all of a sudden, after that completed pass, they are well inside the red zone. That was Jaden Thomas on the reception. Love gets this. And he'll kind of cut a little counter inside for just a 1-yard gain. Notre Dame coming out with 2 tight ends now. They've liked running a lot of these heavy sets, but they're going to pass out of this one. And they get Evans in the end zone, and he is just short. And that's a 2-minute warning now, or the 2-minute timeout, as they love to say in every college football broadcast. And a play action right on the doorstep of the goal line, but it works. That is a touchdown. And Jaden Thomas is able to pull it in despite being double covered. Got position on his defenders. And now it is getting eerily silent over here in Kyle Field as Notre Dame looks to go up 23-7. Interesting play call and kind of a dangerous pass, but again, Thomas had really good position on the inside. Thankfully, it all worked out. And Jeter will come out and kick this one. Really, the only misstep is a missed field goal that he had. And it is 23-7 with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Everybody has all their timeouts. And again, this time they get past the 20 to the Aggies. They got a long way to go, and they really need to get something going because they're going to have to kick the ball away in the second half. And again, Wegman goes down. Both Kaiser and R.J. Oben were on the play there. Not sure who they'll give the credit to. Let's see who they give it. They're going to give it to R.J. Oben here. One of the grad transfers for Notre Dame. And yeah, he earned that one. Well, we don't know. We're experimenting with new sliders and everything else, but the front 7 is strong in this game for the Irish. And that pass is jarred, incomplete. Now Connor Wegman, I wouldn't be surprised if they hand this off, try to save him. Well, so much for saving him with a hit. He still takes it anyway. Notre Dame will call the first timeout of the half as they're going to receive this punt. And yes, this would indeed be Irish eyes smiling if this is how things go. This kick, not very good, but it's high. Still going to be returned. It goes across to the 50. Nice little return piece there. And I'm blanking on who 21 is, so apologies. Somebody's going to have to correct me in chat. Riley over the middle. Oh, that was a dangerous pass. Thankfully, the defender had his back turner. That would have been a pick 6. Riley, a lot of time. Settles in. Caught. And it's going to be 3rd and inches. Now, Notre Dame they're coming out with 5 wide, but they have timeouts. They can run this if they want to. They don't seem to have any interest in it. They don't need to, as Evans gets the easy completion. And we do have clock stoppages on first down, but it's only until the ball is placed. So the clock is winding once again. Under a minute to go. Riley's got a lot of room, and Evans, I think you, me, and everybody saw how open he was on your screen. And he's able to step out of bounds, so timeout preserved, 52 seconds left Irish marching down inside the Aggie 30 and almost picked off again as Jaden Thomas went to dive for a ball, but he probably should have been playing defender there. Lucky that wasn't a pick. So 2 ill-advised throws by Riley. Throws short to Evans, who is just having himself a game right now. I think that might be his 6th or 7th reception thus far. So a 2 tight end formation, clock winding down, quick pass. This is going to go to another big body, not able to get out of bounds. Timeout call. That was Cooper Flanagan out there on the outside. So all 3 tight ends with the reception in this game so far. Riley has a lot of time, throws close to the end zone. Jaden Thomas is just short. He'll step out of the 2. So with 1 timeout, 31 seconds left to go. Notre Dame looking to punch this in right before the half. Evans goes in motion. They'll hand off in that direction, and that's a touchdown by Jeremiah Love. An absolute disaster for our first half if you're an Aggie fan. About as good to start the season as you could hope if you are a fan of the Irish. And you'll see on this one, well, they really didn't get much of a look there for the blocking scheme, but everyone was covered up. Love did not even really have to make that dive. He could have just walked in untouched if he wanted to. Kick is up and good. 30 points in the first half for Notre Dame. And we'll see if the Aggies cry uncle, if they're actually trying to do anything to end the half here. Oh, once again, not a whole lot of movement there for the Aggies on the return. They're coming out as if they're going to pass. 3 bunched over to the left, 4 wide total. And they're going to go ahead and hand this off on a draw. Notre Dame is ready for it. Howard Cross gobbles up that hole in a hurry. So they have time to take another snap if they wish. And they will. They'll go ahead and run it one more time with Owens, who breaks a tackle in the backfield, gets a first down, and he broke another tackle. He's got a little bit of a room inside the 30, the 20, the 10, and oh my dear God. We have our first dose of sim insanity as a run that should have been stopped 2 or 3 different times ends up going to the house. And the young freshman here, he breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet. Benjamin Morris gets shucked, and then just a bad angle by Xavier Watts. He gets gobbled up by his own defenders. And off Owens went, hit the Jets, outran everybody. Yikes. Well, if there was as bad as that first half went, that's the kind of thing that could give you a little bit of hope. As the Aggies bring it to within 16 at the half. And your score at halftime, Notre Dame 30, Texas A&M 14. And as always, y'all, as we get into the half, I want to make sure we talk a little bit about Extra Life. If you aren't familiar with Extra Life and what Extra Life does, it is a charity that we play games, or in my case, commentating over simulated football games. We do this to help change kids' health because your donations, and in my case, if you go to gamenforaven.org or you use the Extra Life command in chat, !Extra Life, you can make your donation to help make an impact. 100% of the proceeds, everything on your donation. No administration fees, any of that kind of stuff. You don't need to worry about that. That will go directly to the Children's Health Foundation in Oklahoma. So please get those donations in, and let's head up to the second half. So Notre Dame will receive, and they don't make it very far out of the end zone on this one. This might be the worst field position the Irish have had all game long, hilariously. And with this big lead, Notre Dame will try to run it, and another flag. This time Notre Dame guilty of the holding. Pat Coogan the guilty party. That'll back the Irish up, but inside their own 10. It's now 1st and 20. And read option. Riley reads that perfectly. Gets across to the 20-yard line. Nice chunk gain there. Taking 13 yards off the deficit of that penalty. Too tight for Notre Dame. This one's going straight to Love. Cuts inside after going through the hole on the left. Gets a couple yards. 3rd and 4. Price now in the backfield for the Irish. Quick pass. And a great house was short there. So the Irish go 3 and out to start the half. Fair catch called by A&M, and they will start just inside their own 35. A handoff to Owens. This time he is gobbled up in a hurry by Notre Dame. That would be, oh man, I cannot even pronounce Villamuasa. Am I doing that right? That's who made the tackle there. Over the middle, caught, gobbled up by the Irish. Only a 2-yard gain. So 3rd and 8. Aggies trying to push this with the no huddle, catch the Irish off guard. Xavier Watts playing super low, so it's only single high, and it doesn't matter. Sacked by Notre Dame. That is, if I am counting correctly, the 4th sack of the game for the Irish. That sack made by Joshua Burnham. So the 2 deep getting involved now. Look, on the bright side, Wegman didn't fumble. Oh, very close to running into the kicker there. The Irish escape. Get a decent return there, and they will start on their own 38. So just over 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Play action here by Riley. Has a wide open Evans, who has been the top receiver for Notre Dame. And it isn't even close. And not sure what happened there. I don't know if anybody got injured or what, but that was a very odd little cutaway. And pass over the middle. This is complete. Looks like Thomas. It is. Spins. Breaks a couple tackles. 8-yard gain. You're here logged in right at the end of the half. Oh, maybe you are the Jinx, Weezy. We'll see. Only time will tell. And a bootleg play action here. Riley throws short to Reardon. He only gets a yard. So 3rd and short, as good as the Irish have played, this has not worked out very well for them the last couple of drives. This time they'll be smart and just hand it off to Love, and he picks up the 1st down easily. Got a gain of 2 in that one. Irish approaching the red zone on the 22. 2 tight ends once again. They will pass. It is complete to Evans, but he is not able to stay in bounds. Only a 5-yard gain, had a lot of room. Trips over to the left for Riley. He'll boot over towards that area. Oh, my dear Lord. Thankfully, that was swatted and not picked. That was a whole lot of green in front of the Aggies there. So it's 3rd and 5. And a wide open Jaden Thomas for the touchdown. Great read by Riley. Thomas found a nice hole in that zone. I think it's a little early to be doing Heisman poses, my friend. But that is Jaden's 2nd touchdown this game. Well worth celebrating as the Irish try to put some distance in between themselves and the Aggies. You'll see there as this ball is thrown, look like a simple cover 2 there, and that is the big gaping hole that you will leave in a cover 2 right in between the corner and the safety. Extra point is up and good. Jeter making up for off that missed field goal with all these extra points. And this one just short of the end zone. And again, Notre Dame's special team just flying to the ball. You can hear it in the voice of the Aggies. This crowd is starting to lose hope. We'll see what Wegman can do. Owens is taken down for a 3-yard loss, and he's been the only weapon. He got loose on one big run. And beyond that, and one decent drive, it has been rough sledding, and it's another pick. This time Mickey's going to take it to the house. Let the beatdown commence. Notre Dame making a statement on the road as a top 10 team. They have a 40-burger. We're not even in the 4th quarter. Well, who am I to question how the sim goes? This is fun. New game, less fuckery? I don't know. Maybe we will. Now, what I have heard is these sliders will sub in backups at some point, supposedly. We'll see if it actually happens. But 44-14, a 30-point lead for Notre Dame. And now the Aggies have gone from maybe we'll get back into it to where, oh my goodness, there's another flag. This is going to be a hold. They're just trying not to embarrass themselves right now, but they keep doing it, blocking the back. Yeah, I have it on default auto sub, so we'll see. It's definitely not subbing out the defense. That is still the starting front seven up on the line. Going to try a bubble screen here, something a little different. Thomas is able to get a 9-yard gain. And that is, maybe it's because we're doing the sim early. That's going to be a first down. Moss is subbed in for Owens. Owens back in the backfield now. Back to passes, Wegman. Throws it off his back foot, but it's complete. Notre Dame's allowing a lot of this stuff underneath, playing some very soft coverage. We'll see if they pick up the pace here on the rush. Moss breaks a tackle, has a blocker, goes inside to the 50, breaks another tackle, gets to the 45-yard line. Aggie's trying to get something cooking here, but it might be too little too late. Aggies come out in the I formation. Last time they were in this formation, they passed. This time they actually run it. And Moss has the ball, and he is stopped pretty short. Only a gain of 3. Got a couple more plays here left in the third quarter. Aggies will keep this on the ground. Oh, we got a new ball carrier now. And he goes absolutely nowhere. That was Amari Daniels, the redshirt junior. Owens gets a fake handoff there. Almost picked off again by Notre Dame. Just dancing out there. And oh, man, if it wasn't bad enough, we have a sad punt just past the 40. Oh, dear. Notre Dame happily gets out of the way and lets that roll through the end zone. So Riley Leonard's still in the game and still throwing some darts. And that's going to end the third quarter. Well, it's a comfortable 30-point lead for Notre Dame, 44-14. And, well, I mean, this about says it all. Notre Dame may not have 100 rushing yards, but they have been dominating every other way. Have been picking off the secondary seemingly at will. And I think we might have a quarterback sub in here. Let's see. Yes, we do. Peanut butter and jelly time as he takes the read option. He is going to get to play a full quarter in Kyle Field. This is great. Price up the middle, running through everybody for the Irish first down. Oh, this is beautiful. Notre Dame still just, Price is going to make the most of all these handoffs he's getting. Gets 5 yards on that one. And this is just a humiliating beatdown for A&M right now. Oh, and Jelly pulls it down, goes across the 50. Your MVP of the Sun Bowl making an impact. He swung all. These guys are just celebrating everything. He was doing the swim celebration. And Jabron Payne gets his first carry. We got a flag here. It's probably coming back for a hold. And Emil Wagner is the guilty party there. First and 18, so that was actually past the line. Didn't need to do that. Well, Price gets this one again. And he gets a couple yards there. Second and 15 coming up. Notre Dame still happily chewing as much clock as they can right now. Another handoff to Price, and I think that's what we're going to see a lot of. Might see a pass here just to kind of keep the drive alive. It looks like they got 3 wide over to the left, but it's going to be another handoff, and Price will just get as much as he can. It'll be 4th and 7, and even though this is a sad punt, I get it. And let's see how this one gets placed. And that rolls into the end zone because the gunner got tricked. Well, Wegman is back out there. And he throws over the middle, and oh, the ball is jarred loose. What a hit. Big stick there by Jaden Osbury. I'm having to go through the depth chart a little bit more here. We are getting some good substitutions in. Osbury on the tackle and coverage again. Only a 4-yard gain. And A&M just trying to not get beat by 30. He's got a lot of time, running out of time, throws it deep, and this could be PI. Both of those guys are draped over him pretty hard.
Pass interference, defense.
And it is indeed offensive pass interference. Ben Minich, the guilty party, but of all things that have gone wrong for Notre Dame, I think you will take a late pass interference by just being a little bit aggressive. Over the middle, we got another penalty. Laundry all over the field in this game. Another hold for A&M. I believe there's a 3rd and 4. New gaming app, same-ish. Subjects. Oh no, we'll see. We'll see if it's the same-ish. We will see. And a screen. If you haven't given up, there's your tell right there. Makes up most of the holding penalty. Only a 9-yard gain. Moss will come in now to spell Owens. And again, another short pass over the middle. Notre Dame, no problem allowing that. Just trying to contain in front of them. This is taking a lot of time off the clock for the Aggies. Looks like a Tom Jones concert. That is a good line. And a 4-yard gain for the Aggies there. 3:20 left to go here in the game. And Notre Dame looking to take their first win on the road in very dominating fashion. First down for the Aggies, but again, just taking so much time off the clock. And Notre Dame very content just to play soft coverage, keep as much in front of them as they can. A little swing pass here. Owens gets 10 yards for the first down, and we are almost to the 2-minute warning. Aggies look like they might run this one in the half. And nope, play action. And almost a touchdown for A&M, but dropped in the end zone. So we'll get one more snap before that 2-minute timeout. Hand off to Owens. This time they will run out the half, and Owens goes nowhere. So there's your 2-minute warning. Everybody's still got all their timeouts if they want to use them. Wegman drops back. Running out of time, but finally got rid of it, and it is just short of the sticks. I assume they'll go for this. Yep, 4th and inches. I mean, why not? You got nothing to lose at this point. And Wegman will take it himself, calls his own number. It gets spun down as soon as he crosses the line. So it's 1st and goal on the 3-yard line now. And a little dump over the middle, and that will get the touchdown. So it's a little too late, but right now trying to pad some stats, see what they can do, feel a little bit better about their next week. I mean, they got to build on something, right? Notre Dame's still doubling up the Aggies, though. It'll be 44-21 after the extra point. And Donovan Green was there on that touchdown, and yeah, just very loose coverage. Couldn't get the little drag route, and hey, it is what it is. It's nice to not be mad on a touchdown, an opposing TD. And to think, we got an onside kick. Let's see what kind of craziness will happen here. And that was just pathetic. This is actually going to be returned. Wow. So hopefully the Aggies just keep the timeouts in their pocket. And Price will try to run this out. And that is not a yell leader they're waving in the air. That's actually a white flag. Wonder what kind of stupid joke a Yell Eater's going to make at this pep rally. I'm glad they film those. Got to have something to make fun of my Aggie friends about. So, that is going to wrap it up here. One more snap. Price will take the handoff. And, oh, dear God, we have a flag, so this game's not over yet. Yeah, probably a Teo girlfriend joke. Well, we'll have one more snap. Oh, they put 4 seconds back on the clock. Jabron Payne will probably get this to run it out. And he will. He'll get a couple yards. And that is going to be the ball game. A big win for the Irish, 44-21, coming into the hostile environment at Kyle Field and absolutely dominating. Like I said, about as good of a start as you can hope for the Irish. Your player of the game, Riley Leonard, over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and over 80% completion. But also, you got to give a hat tip to the Notre Dame defense. 2 pick sixes, 1 fumble that ended up a safety. And if I remember right, I believe like 4 or 5 sacks. Just absolutely incredible. This is the kind of start you want to the season. So Notre Dame, let's see how many sacks Notre Dame did end up with here. All right, so 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5, 5.5. So 5 sacks total. So quite the game for Notre Dame. And here's the other cool part about doing these sims, and it is good to have the sim back. I'm enjoying it. So what we're going to do as well is we're going to advance. Let's see what happens in week 1 for the Irish. We have recruiting, everything on automatic, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's just hop into the next week, and we'll see what big stories popped out from the world of college football. All right, let's see what the top stories are. Clemson takes down Georgia 35-32. Okay, that's a big one. What do we have in week 0? Georgia Tech beats FSU. So we have a lot of similarities here. Nevada doesn't blow it against SMU. So yeah, and New Mexico holds on barely to beat holds on barely to beat Montana. Some very, very strong similarities. All right, let's see what happened in week 1. SC takes out Brian Kelly. That's going to be an interesting game to kind of feel of rooting interest, because as much as I don't want SC to win, that shit's funny right there. FSU bounces back, beats Boston College. What else do we got here? We'll do top 25. Let's just do top 25. Lots of FCS games. We got anything that stands out here? It doesn't really look like it. The Clemson UGA game, that's something else, though. I'll tell you what I do want to see. I'm going to go to the Big 12. I want to see what happens to Colorado. Let's see what we got here. All right, they have Colorado beating the FCS Northwest. Boo. Let's see what your top 25 way too early rankings are. Not much movement at all. Georgia's staying in the top 10 despite the loss. And Florida State still hanging on inside the top 25. LSU also staying in the top 25 despite the loss to SC. And if this isn't college football, this is college football summed up right here. Still ranked above SC despite the loss. And that is absolutely amazing. They lose to the team, and they are still ranked above them. Absolutely beautiful. That's where we'll wrap it up now for the day. Again, heck of a lot of fun. Please, if you enjoyed this, not only do I want you to come here every Wednesday live, be a part of the chat, be a part of enjoying all this, so every 6:30 Central Wednesdays. If it changes, I'll let y'all know ASAP. But also by making that donation to GameingForHaven.org. Throw on $1, throw on $5, throw on whatever. Throw in the margin of victory if you want. Make it fun. We'll be doing this again every Wednesday. Hope to see you again soon. And until next time, y'all, Have a good one and go Irish.